Here's my preview of the Baylor versus Kansas men's basketball game on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Some key players to keep an eye on are Ochai Agbaji, obviously. He's a 6'5", 215-pound guard that's a senior, 20.2 points per game, 77 for 173 on threes, 73 for 98 on free throws, 5.2 rebounds per game, 1.9 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game. Christian Braun is a 6'6", 218-pound guard that's a junior, 15.2 points per game, 33 for 95 on threes, 72 for 96 on free throws, 5.9 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, 2.3 turnovers per game, 1.1 steals per game. Jalen Wilson is a 6'8", 225-pound forward that's a sophomore, 10.7 points per game, 20 for 69 on threes, 45 for 66 on free throws, 7.2 rebounds per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 1 steal per game. Daniel McCormick, which I don't think he's going to be healthy for the rest of the year, won't be 100% the rest of the year, potentially, is a 6'10", 250-pound forward. That's a senior, 9.6 points per game, 0 for 1 on threes, 66 for 94 on free throws, 7 rebounds per game, 1.7 turnovers per game, 0.6 steals per game, 1 block per game. Remy Martin has not been playing for a while, but he could play in this game. But we'll see. He's a 6', 175-pound guard. It's a senior. 8.2 points per game, 16 for 44 on threes, 28 for 37 on free throws, 3.1 rebounds per game, 2.9 assists per game, 1.7 turnovers per game. Dejon Harris is a 6'1", 170-pound guard. That's a sophomore. 5.7 points per game, 12 for 39 on threes, 16 for 20 on free throws, 4.2 assists per game, 1.6 turnovers per game, 1.6 steals per game. Mitch Lightfoot is a 6'8", 225-pound forward that's a senior, 4.8 points per game, 15 for 27 on free throws, 3 rebounds per game, 1 turnover per game, 0.7 blocks per game. Jalen Coleman-Lands is a 6'4", 190-pound guard that's a senior, 4.4 points per game, 22 for 50 on threes, 12 for 15 on free throws, 0.7 turnovers per game. Zach Clements is a 6'9", 210-pound forward. That's a freshman, 3 points per game, 6 for 17 on threes, 13 for 26 on free throws, 2.3 rebounds per game. Joseph Yesufu is a 6', 180-pound guard as a sophomore, 2.6 points per game, 9 for 36 on threes, 5 for 8 on free throws, 0.6 turnovers per game. Bobby Pettiford is a 6'1", 190-pound guard that's a freshman, 1.4 points per game, 3 for 4 on free throws, 0.7 turnovers per game. KJ Adams is a 6'7", 225-pound forward that's a freshman, 1.3 points per game, 11 for 18 on free throws, 0.6 fouls per game. I'll leave all the stat stuff in the description below, but I tell you what happened last time for Baylor, it's kind of like on offense first. What could have gone wrong, got wrong. I mean, you were 7 for 27 on threes. You're going to have to shoot a lot better. You got to shoot the ball better, first of all. You made 10 for 14 on free throws, which is all right, though it could be higher. I mean, granted, you only had 17 offensive rebounds. You had 37 rebounds in the game, which is huge, which is good. It's just not great. I mean, and this time you're going to be without John, so you got to rebound the ball better too. Take care of the ball. You have 14 points, and off those 14 points, guess how many points Kansas scored off of those? 20. So you got to find a way. And you only had 9 fast break points in that game. That's not good at all. I mean, and you only had 26 points in the paint. And I think this time you got to have Adam Flagler step up like he did last game, coming off his knee thing. You got to have him step up. And obviously James Akinjo needs to step up as well. He needs to shoot a lot better than he did against Kansas in last time. I mean, he was 0 for 11 on field goals, period. Didn't get a single point. So he's got to show up. And I know he had a rough game against Oklahoma State, but he made the shots when he needed to in overtime to help Baylor win against Oklahoma State. Obviously, it would be a bonus to have Matt Meyer step up, like get him in double figures, and Jeremy Sohan. He's got to play really, really. He had a decent. He didn't play that great last time against Kansas. He only had 4 points. He needs to be better than last time as well. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, and Kendall Brown, he had a good game, 12 points. So, and he made 2 out of 3 on 3. So it's basically take care of the ball, rebound, and get good shots, and execute your plays and all that. Defensively, you have to find. Kansas was only 5 for 20 on threes last time, but they still beat you 83-59. Granted, they did have a foul. There's a foul disparity. I mean, Kansas had 4 more free throws, but that should not be the same. Be an excuse right there. I know it. I mean, Baylor had 18 fouls for the game compared to 13 for Kansas. So the whistle. I mean, I'm not going to talk about referees making an impact in the game, but I think it's going to be a lot closer in foul disparity. Hopefully it is. But defensively, if you could hold Kansas to 5 for 20 on threes again, that would be helpful, especially when they have some shooters. You got to contest them and not give them any clean looks. And last time, they had 48 points in the paint. Yeah, that can't happen again. And I get John's going to be out for this game, but you got to make adjustments on the fly if something happens. Like, you got to have foul trouble is a big thing. Flothamba especially, he's your best big man left. I mean, the only tall guy left on the team besides maybe putting Jeremy Sohan at the 5, but he's undersized a little bit. And Kansas had 17 fast break points, 20 points on turnovers, 20 second chance points. So really, you have to cut those numbers down significantly. And you can't start slow like you did against Kansas last time. And the good news is, you're not at Kansas. And I think you learned from that experience, and you're going to be very, very motivated in this game right here. And you got to make free throws count. I mean, like, don't give them so many free throws in the game either. And I know Kansas at times has been streaky. Sure, they have won a lot of games and close, but they're inconsistent. I mean, they don't shoot. Sometimes they have a really, really good game, like they did against Kansas State last night, making 15 for 24 on threes. But against us, they were 5 for 20. So defensively, you gotta limit the paint, and you might have to go zone in this game to protect your bodies. And of course, foul trouble is the biggest key. You got to stay out of foul trouble as much as you can as a team, because you don't have the depth now. And I don't know about OJ Crawford in this game, honestly. If they're going to probably figure out if he needs to have surgery now or now to repair his foot to be ready for the following year. Hopefully they're trying to wait and see what's the best option for him going forward. Because I think he's going to have surgery no matter what. It's just a matter of when. Because he needs to fix that foot really, really bad. And you got to box out and get more rebounds. I mean, that's simple. And I know Baylor is only 2-5 all time with College Game Day. Granted, one of those was in the Final Four last year. And the other, so really. And I know that the last time we had College Game Day against Kansas, they beat us. You need to find a way to split, but needing to split is different than will split. Just so you all know. Because some people thought I said will split last time against Texas Tech. And I did not say that. If you go back and watch, I did not say that. You need a split, but I'm not sure it's going to happen, but I think it could happen, potentially. And not only that, Scott Drew in the past has unexpectedly won against Kansas. And 2 of those wins have been at home with NIT teams in 2014 and 2013. I mean, he's defeated Kansas the last 2 years. Granted, one of them was at home last year, and that was expected, and the one on the road the year before the season shut down was expected. I mean, out of those three times, 2 or 3 or 4 times, 2 of those have been at home. So it's not impossible. And you got to not let college game day be a distraction if you're the Baylor Bears here. You can't. I don't care what the excuse on why have we not won more with college game day involved. Because you got to stay focused for this game. You really, really need to find a way to win. If you can win this game, you might help yourself in the NCAA tournament bid. And regardless of the outcome, it's going to be a quality win for either team here. I'm just saying that out loud. But if you're Baylor, you need this win to help yourself get a chance to be a 1 seed potential and win out. But you need to still you got to protect home court as well, and you got to stay at least 3rd place in the Big 12 because granted, we don't know about Texas Tech, what they're going to do. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys later, and let's get me up to 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.